Shalom, this is Yehudit Goldfarben Svat. Want to share with you the movements I do for the 23rd day within the 40 days of Teshuvah, forgiveness and compassion between Rosh Chodesh Elul and Yom Kippur. So we're on the 23rd day, which is the third cycle. We've done two cycles, the cycle of going from Malkhut to Keter, through the Tree of Life, climbing up the Tree of Life, the spiritual path up the Tree of Life in the world of Asiyah, with the final Hay of the Yud K Vav K. And then we did a whole Malkhut to Keter with the Vav, collecting Vav, combined with the different Nikudot that go with the Sefirot on the Tree of Life. And we're now in the third cycle, the third day of that cycle. We've done Malkhut, Yesod, and we're on Hod, now going up the Tree of Life, the spiritual path. So having dealt with presence and then connectedness and relationship, we're now in Hod, which has a lot to do with the splendor and glory of being able to channel God's energy into the world, like Aaron the high priest, but also yielding to the situation as is, being honest about what's happening and seeing from many perspectives, having empathy for others and knowing that there are many perspectives to every situation. All of that's part of the place of Hod, which is the Nikudot of the Kubutz, which has the same sound as the Shuruk, but it has 3 dots in a row. So we'll get to that after showing the upper hay, which I'm using, the upper hay, which is in the world of Beriyah, the mental world, the intellect. It's also, in terms of colors, is the blue and white. If you take blue for the pathway of the hay, it's between Chachma and Keter. So I have a blue and white skirt with the white for the Keter and the blue for the Chachma, and blue blouse, and I'm using an orange jacket for indicating Hod, which in the rainbow system is orange, and my tichel is a whole kind of oranges and reds and blues and whites, because it is the day of Friday and the day of Yesod, which is red in the rainbow system. So I'm playing with these colors as I try to dress consciously each day to remind myself of the energies of the day. So we're doing this simple hay, which is stepping back with, I step back with my left foot first, bring my palms facing forward. As I rock back, the hands come up to shoulder height. Then they turn over and I point my toe beneath my knee for the hay. That's the hay. Then my heel comes down and I rock forward. So if I'm doing repetitiously, I just go back, form the hay, let my head go underneath the canopy, right the same level as my canopy, and the foot as a yud. It's like a place of contemplation. And step forward. Noticing, awareness. Do one more on this side. So the Otiyot movements for the hay, and then for the Nikudot, the Kubutz, I step to the side, so my feet are parallel with each other. I center myself, so if I'm going to see from many perspectives and have a lot of empathy and recognize looking from other points of view, I need to keep my center when I do that. And then to the left side, my mouth is the first dot, the second dot's my hand across, and the third dot is farther out in whichever direction I'm going. Ooh. And with Hod, I like to change directions. Ooh. 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 And down. so we're going to do a combination of the hay along with each, and going up the ladder, and combining it with the Kubutz, and sounding each time, going from Malkhut up to Keter. So stepping back first on my left from Malkhut, and stepping to the right, crossing over because Malkhut's in the center column. Ooh. And then going back right for Yesod, and stepping left for the Kubutz. Ooh. Then double left for hold. Double right for Netzah. And then I'm going to go start on the right for Sefirot and cross over to my left. And double left for Beriyah. Double right for Hesed. Double left for Bina. Double right for Chokmah. Finally, Keter, crossing over, starting left. Closing and letting HaShem breathe me while I let the energy pass down from Keter all the way through my body. Knees slightly bent, hanging from a string. Energy going down into the earth so I can ground and center myself. Waiting for each breath. And so I want to bless us on this 23rd day that we have the ability to be honest with ourselves about the situations we face and what is in front of us, and are able to channel the highest energies of HaShem into the situation as we recognize many perspectives and have empathy for other points of view, and keeping our center in that whole process so we become like Aaron the high priest and help people make peace between themselves and people that they have issues with, and we in ourselves find ways of being peaceful in our world and within ourselves as well. So many blessings on this 23rd day of the 40 days of Teshuvah.